moved over to the person, and then they're like small.
Tiny.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
It's by design.
I like it.
So what the fuck's up, dude?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How you been?
I don't know. It's been like a day since I've seen you.
I know.
Been best friends for like how long? I don't know. Fucking like 100 years now.
Yeah, 5 minutes, 100 years, same thing.
And now you're skinny. I don't really
Skinny
fuck
Adam.
with skinny people.
Hey, I don't either. That's why I'm trying to get big again.
So you're back on the spring bulk?
Yeah, it's bulking season, brother.
Dude, you lost what? How many?
100 pounds.
100 pounds.
Yes.
Like what were we talking? Moderna, Pfizer, like what was it?
No, a lot of stress and whatever, not eating.
Stress the fuck out.
Yeah, super bad. But I
Okay.
mean, it's getting better. So
You feel good?
Yeah, I
You
feel
can
good.
see your wiener now?
Yeah. Wienering,
Yeah.
It's more of a PP than it's almost a cock level, It's not quite there to be able to say like I got a cock. It's still like, oh, here's my wiener,
You can wipe your butt?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, who the fuck doesn't use a bidet anymore?
Dude. Let's
get on this discussion.
So real
Real talk, everyone. Bidets.
So I had actually the house we just bought. I had a bidet in it, and I had them take them out.
No,
Yeah,
you're a peasant. You're a peasant if you don't use a bidet.
They
You
had
just, like,
bidets.
you just smear doo-doo all over your fucking beehole. Like, no. You got to bidet that.
I had them take them all out. I'm
Hey,
serious.
You get mustard on your shirt, right?
Yeah.
You go and take a dry paper towel, and you go and wipe that mustard off, right? There's still motherfucking mustard on your shirt?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. No, there's still yellow stain on your shirt, right? You go and take toilet paper. You smear the doo-doo around. I know you got a hairy butthole, right? Look at you. Look at you. Yeah. It's hairy. Seen it. You just smearing doo-doo around, you little shit-ass boy.
Dude, I'm telling you, I had bidets, and I wouldn't even try it. I got nervous.
You're not secure enough in your masculinity to have anything touch your beehole.
No, it's not that. It's not about security at all. It's just the fact that, like, for me, like when I wipe, I'm very meticulous about my wiping. I have a wiping schedule.
Okay.
I'm a stand up and wipe guy.
Okay.
Is that a thing?
A lot of people do it, which is weird.
Okay.
First off.
So
when you stand up, right, your cheeks are closing together. So now you're
Yeah.
smearing the doo-doo more in your fucking hairy asshole.
So this must be like a different fire department debate, because like we had a full on debate about that. It's like they were like, you stand up when you wipe, and I'm like, yeah, you don't. That's weird. And then we went into the whole science of like when you shit, like there's a whole approach to the toilet. You gotta like
2026 problems.
You gotta spread your right cheek. And then you got to spread your left cheek, and then you got to like squat down, still holding the cheeks wide. Like
put your eagle on, girl.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's how you properly execute. And I'm like, that's way too much work. I'm not doing any of that. I just sit down. And they were like, you are a Viking. You just sit down and poop. And I'm like, yes.
You don't. Everyone should sit down to poop.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all I do is just sit down and poop. Yeah. And then they were like, well, how do you like they were like saying, you take more than, I remember this, like you take 2 or 3 toilet, little squares, like the little, your toilet paper is like a square. I'm like, nah, bitch, I use like 20 of them things.
Now,
I'm meticulous about it.
Are you a folder or are you a scrunch up?
Oh, I'm a scruncher.
Yeah.
I do both. I scrunch and then I get it and then I fold and then I like see where I'm at or reevaluate. I assess the situation and then I fold again and then I'll fold again. But it's like, and then I'll keep going,
Yeah. Back on the bidet thing though. So the mustard on your shirt, you need to wash your shirt to get it off.
That's true.
Yeah. And if you're not taking a shower and it's not sounding like a fucking, you're not cleaning your ass enough.
But I clean my butt in the shower. That's another thing.
Okay. So how many fires have you fought after you're on the toilet taking a fat shit? Every fire department uses fucking 60 grit sandpaper as toilet paper. Single ply 60 grit. You're aggressively wiping it.
Aggressively.
Now you're bleeding. There's no getting around it.
So you have bidets at your firehouse?
Yeah. I personally bought a bidet and installed it my first shift at the station.
That's your legacy, dog.
Yeah.
You installed a bidet.
Yeah. And there's bidets all over now.
Damn, son.
I have a portable bidet just in case I go to a station that doesn't have a bidet.
You got one right now on you?
It's in my truck right now.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll try it. We'll get off this thing. We'll give it a try. Let's go right now. All right. That was it. Adam Hochstetler, everybody.
Hey, nice seeing you guys.
All right, man.
Yeah,
All right.
so-
All right. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to the bidet thing. I've got a lot of people that I had them on every single toilet in my house, and I got rid of them.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's pretty liberal.
Now I know I'm not gonna shit here ever. Like,
good. I don't want you shitting in my house anyway.
nope,
Get out of
that's
my
fine.
house.
I'm gonna go and fucking
Go
Lily-
shit.
I'm
Go
gonna
shit in my yard like an adult.
Well, I'll use my portable bidet in your yard. Whatever. We're Gucci.
So you have a how does hold on the science of a portable bidet? How does that work?
So it comes in. It's in like a packaging is like this big. It has a water reservoir that you can fill up.
Yeah.
Screw it on, and then it has a high and low, and then it has like a spout that comes out, and then you can go and use it.
Okay.
And the spout is like this long, so your hand's not close. You're not getting doo-doo all over your hand when you're doing it. Go in bidet, and then you can use warm water from the sink or whatever. And if it's not, you feel like you're not clean enough yet, right? You can just fill it up again and go and do it again.
So what happens? So you keep that shit in your bunker gear? What do you do?
I mean, keep that thing on me. Stay strapped, get clapped, gang, gang.
Bang, bang. All right. All right. I'm with that. That's cool. Yeah, man. I'll mess with the bidet then. I can do that. I don't know why. Wiping your butt is one of them things that we like haven't advanced on at all.
No.
Like we got 2 options and that's it. Why do we not have more butt wiping options?
Hey.
Like the dude wipe thing. I tried the dude wipe thing and it just.
No, you're not so if I use dude wipes, I got to get the minty one.
The mint, like you
There's
get
a
the
mint one.
Yeah, the menthol. You get
whatever.
a menthol
Get
booty
that
hole.
tingly booty hole, Okay. Then you at least feel cleaner if it's minty fresh, right?
so
For the guys,
So even if you got doo-doo in your butt still, as long as it feels mentholy, then you're good.
feels cleaner to me.
Okay. Yeah. That's a market. That's an untapped market.
Yeah.
This is a business podcast. I feel like we need
hit me up.
we need to get to the drawing board on some more wiping options. Pretty soon we're going to have just like, robots and shit that'll just wipe your booty for you.
That's a Japanese toilet right there, man.
That's, like your toilet will be like a robot that hugs you and then it'll just spit water up your butt and then wipe and it'll
I'll
say,
ask that toilet to marry me
yeah,
right now.
and it'll say thank you for shitting and then and then you'll walk away. It's like an experience.
So many experiences.
We need to turn bathroom time into an experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I already spend like 3.5 hours in that thing a day
At
anyway.
least, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like scrolling through, looking at all the violent shit on TikTok you send me. Like all the thing. I spend so much time in there. Like literally to the point where like my wife was talking to me last night. I was in there, and then she was in the shower, and she just looked at me, and she's like, Are you still shitting? It was like 47 minutes later.
I've
I'm
been
like,
done for at least 30 minutes. I can't stand up now. Both legs are numb. Like that's the deal. Like
the
a
only
newborn giraffe.
the only thing I could say to her was like, I'm relaxing.
This is my time and quit disturbing me.
I'm like very selfish. You are very selfish.
You need to take care of the kids while I go and take this shit for the next 3 days.
So selfish. I'm just kidding. I love you.
I love you, baby girl.
Yeah. So for the record, just so everybody knows, my wife loves Adam and me at the same time. She's got 2 husbands. It's been that way for a long while. Yeah. We're figuring it out. It's going good. You take care of her while she's at work.
Yeah.
And then I take care of her when she's at home.
Yeah.
Seems to be working out. That's I
think so.
We're pretty that's pretty 2026 of us.
Yeah.
We're pretty hip with that shit,
Yeah,
right? That's
absolutely.
like, what do you call that? Polyamber.
I don't know.
What is that? So I identify as a he, they, or a he, the, her, him, and then we're in a polyamory with a touch of
tism.
A sprinkle
the tism all around.
Dude, I'm so confused. I've lost all the acronyms and the colors. I don't even know where we're at anymore.
I'm colorblind, so whatever.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you're light skinned. That's what's up. So just for the record, Adam is single-handedly one of the most sexy men to women of African American descent.
Yeah.
They love Adam. They always have.
It's the vibe, I guess,
But you're skinny now, so I think that's
still
part
have
of
the same personality.
Yeah, but that's part of an issue, though. It's like it's a whole package, man.
Yeah. I'm still 6'3", 240.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm a tiny person.
It's kind of skinny.
Yeah,
it's kind of skinny.
Yeah, it is.
If you're 6'3", 240, you're kind of being Polish.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
It's not quite victim weight, but it's close.
You gotta be 6'3", like 3. I'm gonna put like 3 bills on it.
I was 6'3", 3 bills, 2024.
Bro, that's insane, man. No, seriously, all jokes aside, I'm really, really proud of you, dude.
I was 322 at the start of this journey.
It's really shitty that you had to kind of go through what you did, but like that's, you can go one way or the other when things like that happen. And if you want to talk about it, you can. I don't want to put your shit out there, but
I don't mind.
But yeah, no, I think that's motivational. I think there are people out there that'll actually get a lot from that. So
yeah, so my journey with this weight loss and everything else. So October 24, I had a colonoscopy, right? So history of diverticulitis, if anybody knows what that is, it's just basically there's sacs in my intestines that get inflamed and painful. So I had a follow-up colonoscopy 5 years after my first colonoscopy when I found out that I had diverticulitis. And I went and they said I had polyps and they removed them. And then they sent them off to a lab. They said one was completely benign. Other one was precancerous. So they said if I didn't do anything about it, if I didn't get it removed, it had a chance of turning into cancer. 37 years old. Like I was 36 at the time. Mm-hmm. And it was a big punch to the gut. And they're like, you need to change what you eat. You need to go stop eating so many processed foods. You need to lose some weight, right? And I'm like, okay. Always had a fatty liver, all that. Being on a rescue all the time. It's so much easier just to go and grab a bag of chips and a Gatorade from the hospital EMS room. Getting your ass just fisted all day long. So there's no eating healthy when you're going balls deep in your own anus with fucking EMS.
EMS calls all day long.
It's all night.
And all night. All night long. Except you're not that happy. You're just like,
I'm so happy all the time, though. I love it. Yeah, this is what I want to do all the time. So yeah, so I got there, it was a punch in the gut, and I'm like, okay, I need to start making changes for my health. I want to be around for my kids. I got to do something with it. So started working out, started eating better, stopped eating the shit, processed stuff all the time. And then in February 8th, my dad flew down to Florida, 2025. Yeah, 2025. And he called me the day before. He's like, hey, I'm coming to Florida tomorrow. And I'm like, huh? Like, you got to give us at least more than 24-hour notice that you're going to come down so we can get the room prepped, get everything ready in the house for you and all that stuff. He's like, yeah, it's last minute job. I didn't know I was coming either. I was like, okay, fair enough. I'll let the wife know. So he ended up landing his luggage. Something was going on with that. So he ended up getting to my house around 4:30 in the afternoon. He gets there, kids are excited to see him and stuff. And we go and, he's like, hey, do you want to have a glass of some whiskey on the back porch? And I'm like, sure. So I go and pour us some whiskey, sit down on the back porch, and he's like, I have cancer. And I'm like, what? He's like, I have cancer. And I'm like, that's a shock. Like, when did you find out? And he's like, well, this was a Thursday. He's like, I found out Tuesday. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, what kind of cancer? So many questions and stuff. He goes, well, it's in my kidneys. And I have a PET scan next week to go and figure out where it spread to. They said that they noticed some spots in my lungs too. So they think it's spread. So they think it's pretty aggressive and it's pretty advanced already. So, boom, dad has cancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know, how that feeling is when you find out that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, holy shit, so stressing out with all of that and everything else. And then he has his PET scan the next week. And then he came back down to Florida like 2 weeks later. And we got the results when he was at my house. And kidney cancer and metastasized spread to his lungs, lymph nodes, and bones. So they went and did a biopsy on his right hip. And cancer in the hip. We're able to go and say what kind of cancer it was. But they said it's pretty much the most aggressive kidney cancer that's out there. So it was in both hips, his femur, his thoracic spine, and 3 of his ribs. So it spread pretty aggressively, pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. So they said chemo's not an option for this, that immunotherapy is going to be his option, right? Sorry to get all serious on everyone right now. I'm not a serious person.
It's okay.
But yeah, so metastasized, spread everywhere, basically, right? Mm-hmm. And they said terminal, stage 4, like, boom, like that's...
Yeah, just from like just a sudden and infinite kick right in the nuts.
And
just
he's always been a busy person. He's always doing stuff, working. So he got the diagnosis. He's figuring all this out. And he's still working. He's putting up freaking, building people's back porches, building greenhouses, working with his hands every single day still, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, I start getting tired at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, yeah, you do. You're 61 years old, first off.
Yeah.
You're busting your ass every day. You're doing all this, right? So he's doing his immunotherapy treatment. His first treatment, he goes, and it goes okay. He feels like shit, but it goes okay. His second treatment he went into an anaphylactic shock with it. His blood pressure tanked. His O2 saturation dropped into the 80s. Couldn't breathe. They ended up calling 911. He's literally at the hospital getting his treatment, but he's not in the ER. So EMS shows up, and they're like, okay, well, your vitals are starting to stabilize. They gave him Benadryl and some corticosteroids and everything else, kind of stabilized him and stuff. And they're like, we can transport you from this door to the next door, because the ER entrance was literally right there. Mm-hmm. They're like, we can transport you there, or if you want to sign this refusal, AMA, of course, we can roll you over in a wheelchair from this door to the very next entrance to the ER. And if anything changes or whatever, we're right there, and we can take care of you, type thing. That way you don't have to pay that ambulance transport fee from one door to the next door. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So they literally rolled him over to the ER entrance and stuff, and he went in, and he was in there. He ended up getting admitted for about a week or so. So then they tried immunotherapy 2 more times, and it just wasn't. He kept having reactions with it. They had to go and basically dilute it down so much that it took what should have taken about an hour to do. The transfusion lasted about 8 hours just to get it into him and everything else. So he was able to tolerate it eventually with this, but he wasn't getting a good reaction. And then, we found out I found out February 8th. He found out February 6th, and then he passed away July 24th, 3 days after his birthday. So 5 months.
Yeah.
So doing all that, a lot of stress, a lot of just going to the gym, doing straight cardio and everything else, just trying to get my head right, get that dopamine rush and stuff,
Mm-hmm. There is, so you were really, the timing of those type of things are never good.
No.
It's never good, ever. There's not an instance anywhere where it's like, oh, this is a good day to find out this or whatever.
No.
But when I found out my dad had cancer, because he went through pancreatic cancer, he found out by going in the hospital because he thought he had a hernia, and you remember, and
I was there with you.
And we were literally on our way to my bachelor party down to Key West.
His 17th bachelor party, by the way.
That's a different podcast. No, but we were on our way, and you were the only one. Well, you were the only one that all the guys were going down, and not that they would have not stayed or whatever, but you were like, nah, bro, like I'm here, I'm hanging around, I'm gonna stay, and then we'll figure it out. Yeah, I know what that's like. They came in, and I was actually there with my dad when they said, good news, Mr. Dillon, you don't have a hernia, you actually have a tumor, and it's cancerous, type thing. And we were just like, holy shit. But you feel that, like, you hit that, and there are lots of different directions you can go, right? And that's what I'm saying. I have a lot of admiration for you because, things like divorce or death or any of that, like, none of that shit is ever easy. No. None of it is. And that's just like for a normal fucking person that doesn't deal with the shit that you deal with all the time or I used to deal with. And so none of that shit's easy. And so it's easy to get lost in like that, and then in turn, like, find yourself in like booze or find yourself in like just down dark roads and things. And for you to be able to find, you know, a healthy conscious thing and go, okay, I'm going to turn this into a positive somehow. And you did, man. Look, you dropped a fucking person. You lost a person in
human.
weight.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not just like, you know, working out or whatever, because there's a lot of positive things you can do. But like, you know, the takeaway from that is like, you gotta find yourself in something and become obsessed with good things while your brain's healing, while your heart's healing, because that's a thing that we have to go through. Like, we just went, you know, just recently, one of my players passed away. One of my football players passed away. He was a young man, 15 years old, and died tragically in a car accident. And one of the things that I felt that was just kind of frustrating, or that I saw what, like, the community, it's kind of like we just like looked over grief. We looked over, like, it was kind of like the way that like people were acting things. And I understand why, because people don't want to be sad, right? People don't want to think about the fucking sad thing that they're dealing with, or the thing that's making them upset or whatever. But yeah, a couple of conversations I've had about it, it's like, we have to acknowledge that part of it, and we just have to be angry. We have to be sad. We have to, like, you know, you can't like live in it, but there's a time that you have to go through to get to the other side, you know. And then you use things like, you know, like you said, like exercise. These people were very religious, so they church and things like that. There's all kinds of things that you can do, and you use those things to like help you get through that grief, or that, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And everyone compartmentalizes things a different way, you know. And now I have to get that dopamine rush, or I don't feel good anymore. You know, go to the gym and get that pump, you know. And I'm not saying I'm big, but I'm definitely getting stronger again. So I got down to 222. That was my ultimate goal. Like, originally it was like 250. That's a significant amount of weight, right? I'm losing 70 pounds, you know, and I'm just like, okay. You know, I got down to, I checked the scale and I was like 244. And I'm like, let's see how far I can go. You know, let's do this. Let's keep pushing through. Let's keep locking in, you know. And then I hit my goal of 222. And that happened. I told the wife, I'm like, I did it. And then I just started crying, like just sobbing.
Yeah.
Because my dad, big supporter of everything, you know, couldn't call him, couldn't tell him, because he had already passed away, right? So couldn't let him know that I did this, you know. And that's one of the harder things. Yeah. Is, you know, support systems just, it lost a major point of it, you know. I always tell my wife, I go and tell my dad, you know, those were the two people, anything going on wrong, anything good, you know. And so he's always been there. Get this thing out.
Move that bitch ass cord out of the way, bro.
Bitch head ass cord. But yeah, you know, so it's tough, you know. I want to go and text him, want to go and call him, and it's So it was a while, you know. With the iPhones, you can set up like your top contacts in the text feed and stuff. And he was there, and I'd always see like his picture there and stuff. And I go and open it to go and text him. I'm like, I ended up having to remove him off the top contact list there, so that I just don't see him all the time, you know.
Yeah, and I think that when it's so sudden like that, you know, I don't think this is into more of like a deeper thought, but I don't think there's a really good way for us to like properly understand the sudden finality of something like that. Like a couple months is like nothing. No, it's a drop in the drop in the drop of a bucket. You know what I'm saying? A couple months is nothing. You know, passing away in a car accident is so sudden, you know, and things like that. And I just don't think, you know, we can talk therapy, we can talk fucking all kinds of different ways that people deal with that shit. But I just don't, as humans, I don't think there's a way for us to like fully process that. No. You know? And it's really fucking sad, man. It's really sad, dude. It's so hard to go through stuff like that. And when you don't have the support system, and like I can rattle off 5 or 6 or 7 different things in my life where I'm like, if I didn't have you as my closest friend or one of my closest friends, you know, I've cried on your shoulders more times than I care to admit on this fucking thing. And
being a baby back bitch,
for real, I'm a big bitch, but
big ass bitch.
I'm so sensitive. Anyway, but like if I didn't have you in those instances, man, like I feel like my life could have taken a way different turn, you know. And when you have a part of your support system that's gone like that, man. I don't know how people react, because you're, the lucky part about you is you have this built-in brotherhood. You have a couple of friends, like we've been for over 20 years now or whatever, and it's like, dude, how many people have that?
No.
Like, I literally live in a fucking neighborhood where nobody knows anybody.
No.
I don't know my neighbors, they don't know me. They're from here, I'm from New York, or I'm from here, they're from New York, the other one's from Saskatchewan, whatever. And it's like, yeah, and it's like they let their kids play for 20 minutes together and all that kind of thing, but that's about it. I don't know you. Like, I'm not like calling you when I am going through arguably one of the worst things that I could ever go through. Yeah. Those things just, it's not like that. It's very rare to have people in your life like that. And then you're talking about, okay, I'm going through this thing. And then, if you don't have that, man, I don't know how people fucking survive it.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. And everybody's so locked in nowadays. No one talks to each other anymore face to face. That's one of the biggest things, in my opinion. Like, these kids get so much anxiety and depression. They're on their phones all the time, tablets, gaming systems, whatever. No one actually talks to each other anymore. Everything is through chat. It's, what's up, chat? It's, doing all that.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that that's like, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like that is a big part of a lot of like the anxiety and depression that we feel.
Oh, absolutely.
Kids and all that kind of stuff. Because the same thing, I see it in a lot of the high schoolers. There's a lot of angst. Yeah. It's just like angsty. I'm like, God dang, was I this angsty when I was a fucking teenager? You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't feel like it, Of course, it's like always hindsight's like 2020. I mean, but it's like, it didn't feel like there was so much like anxiety over like all these different things. It was kind of like just doing shit and getting in trouble and figuring shit out. You know what I mean? Like, I got in a lot of fucking trouble, but I got that shit figured out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you learn the hard way, But yeah, man, I see it, and it's like the anxiety that I see kids and people dealing with. It's like, it's crippling. Like, it keeps them from moving forward in anything. Not just like overcoming grief or whatever, but it's like even hurdling obstacles, like life obstacles or whatever, challenges, things like that. It keeps people from like taking that step, you know? And that's a big reason why this thing is even in existence. Like the reason we're doing this right now, I feel so compelled to try and normalize exactly what we're doing right here.
Yeah. Let's talk. Face to face.
Like, if we weren't doing this on this conversation, if we weren't doing this on microphones, we would be doing this on the phone. Yeah. If we weren't doing this on the phone, we'd be doing it at the golf course or at Chipotle or wherever fucking middle-aged white men hang out. Like,
fat ass Chipotle.
Bro, don't act like you don't like Chipotle, son.
Crush me some Chipotle.
Don't act like you don't eat Chipotle, son. All right, what's your Chipotle order? Like, what's Skinny Adams?
Double steak.
Okay.
Gotta go and get double steak.
Proteins. Okay.
It's been a while since I went to Chipotle.
Bitch.
Brown rice.
You went there before you came to the house. What are you talking? Why are you lying to these people?
At least 3 or 4 times a day. Double steak. You gotta go and pay extra for the guac.
Get the guac.
It's my order is like $27 by the end of it, and
it's just dude. It's so true. So I gotta give a shout out to the local Chipotle, bro. I'm like kind of a Chipotle regular. And I order so much they start discounting my shit. Like they feel and I come in and it's really because of my son. They recognize my son all the time. They're like, "Oh, what's up?" And then he's like puts his charm on, and then they discount my meal. I'm like, "Thanks, little baby boy."
Little baby boy.
I appreciate you.
He's not little though. That's the biggest 6-year-old I've ever seen.
Shit is so big, dude.
Yeah, that's a full-grown man.
I'm literally like trying to figure out like what I need to do, like what other jobs I need to take just to feed this fucking kid, dude.
Yeah, that's why you started 11 different things,
He walks up. We had Joe in the other day, and he walks up to Joe, and he goes, "What's up, Joe?" I'm like, that's a motherfucking NFL player, dog. What are you talking about? He's like, he's got the ego to match. He's like, because he's both of our kids. Yeah. He's got your ego and my ego, like all in one. And this kid, and he's big, and he's a towhead ass blonde. Yeah. Like, bro, the kid's gonna be a problem.
He is gonna be a problem. The ladies are gonna love him.
We're getting that jit of vasectomy at like 12.
Absolutely. No illegitimate grandchildren yet.
Listen, all that puberty blocker stuff and that trans, all that stuff. I didn't believe in that until I saw my son. I was like, yeah, he needs a vasectomy. We ain't getting that kid no kids.
Hey, best decision ever. Almost 10 years strong.
Dang. Yeah, but you ain't got no. You're not doing any wienering behind it, so it doesn't matter.
It's okay. It is what it is. Wiener.
We're old and married, dog. Come on,
so
man. We don't
married.
use that thing no more.
So freaking married.
We're in the business of raising kids, dude.
Yeah. My oldest 14, youngest is 11. Like,
Jit, you're the oldest married friend I have. Like we should put your ass in a museum.
Yeah, I feel like I'm old enough to be in a museum sometimes.
You've been married since you were like 15, dude.
Yeah, stupid.
I remember you and Melissa walking around the halls in high school, dating. Dating.
Yep.
You're like
loud ass in high school, dude.
Loud ass as shit. That's my favorite thing. Listen, I want when I die, because I'm gonna die before you.
Yeah.
I want you to talk about that at my funeral.
Okay.
Like one more time. I just want to hear like a Zach. I would no lie. I would walk around. Palm Bay had a big old courtyard or whatever, big old courtyard, and I would be on one side and Adam would be on the other, and that's all I would hear. And there'd be like a couple hundred kids in there, and that just makes my heart warm. It makes me happy, dude. I miss
Palm Bay High, class of 06.
Oh my God, we're so old.
So old. It's 2026 right now.
We're unks. We're unk status.
Not
dude.
quite. We got. Well, your old ass is 38. I'm only 37. So, but yeah, a couple more days.
Dude, yeah, you got a birthday coming up, big dog.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Big 38. Yeah.
I was really excited when so I spent the whole year of 37. This is how dumb I am. I spent the whole year of 37 thinking I was 38. So it got to October because my birthday's in November, and I started getting really depressed. My wife's like, "Why are you being such a bitch?" And I was like, "Cause I'm turning 39 and da 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 whatever." And she's like, "You're fucking 37, you dummy." Just like that. And I was like,
Stupid
hold on.
ass.
And I was literally counting on my my hands and my toesies. I'm like, hold on, I was born here. And then I was like, and then I got really, really happy because I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be 38. I still got 2 years until I'm 40.
38 part
Let's
2.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The wife, when she turned 29, she's like, I'm not aging anymore. So she's 29 part 10.
Oh my gosh, dude. Well, she's ginger, so she's
So
never
ginger.
gonna age.
Yeah.
She's gonna look the same until we literally put her in the
Yeah.
ground.
Well, gingers are so mean all the time. It's just all the hate is there,
Why are they
Shout
so,
out to my wife. I love you.
Why are they so angry?
I don't know, man.
What's
Yeah,
going on?
my youngest, he's got a freaking temper on him too.
Dude.
Yeah, those
And he looks just like your wife.
Yeah, and they fight all the time because they have the same.
Because they're literally
personality.
exactly the same.
Yeah, they butt heads so much because they're the same human. She's like, I don't know how you can deal with this. I'm like, bitch, I've been dealing with this for 20 something years. I am an expert at dealing with bullshit now. Okay. No shade to you, anyways.
You got. I've had friends that bullshit. I've got a wife that bullshit. I got all of it, and then the kid's nothing.
Nothing.
The kid's nothing.
Yeah, he's a brilliant mind, though, man. He's on it. He's never got anything but straight A's, and he's passionate with school.
That's cool, man.
He's the one that's gonna buy me a boat when he gets older.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna be like an engineer or something cool.
He wants to own his own vet clinic. That's what he wants to do. He wants to be a veterinarian and own his own clinic and do all that. And I'm like, listen, dude, I'll be your freaking vet tech. Let me know.
Just make sure he doesn't go like the Dahmer route and start killing pets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Once he starts killing shit, you gotta
he loves animals way too much.
All right.
He likes animals, not people. And I'm like, same. People suck, man.
Dude, it's just hard. I think everybody's just bitchy because we're all I think we're all feeling the same shit, but nobody talks about it.
Correct. Nobody talks
I'm literally
face-to-face
I
about it.
swear to God, I'm not kidding. I feel like everybody's bitchy about stuff because we just never talk. I swear I'm convinced. I'm thoroughly convinced that if we just spent time doing this, I think 95% of us would go actually oh yeah, we're actually more alike than we are different.
Mm-hmm.
But we're so fucking caught up in our own echo chamber of bullshit that we can't talk to each other about just bullshit. We can't
Right.
just, you know what I mean? Like the ice girl that got hit yesterday or whatever. It's like, I was talking to my wife about it. I'm like, you know what pisses me off the absolute most about that is the fact that immediately someone dies. Like fucking horrible. Someone dies in the way she died. Horrible. And you have a guy that killed a person. Horrible. Like, can we just fucking acknowledge that that's just a horrible thing to happen to both of those people?
Correct.
And that really fucking sucks.
Really sucks.
Can we just do that first? But we can't. Immediately people are like, "Oh, was she black? Was she white? What kind of car was she driving? How did she vote? Was she Republican or Democrat?" Like, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? That seems really stupid, man. And every time that happens, because it keeps happening over and over and over again, a little bit of our humanity goes away every single time. And I'm just like, that's all I think about every time I see it. I'm just like, God, dude, why can't we just go, man, a fucking lady lost her life, and that really sucks. And now a guy's in an extraordinary position where he had to take a life, and that sucks, dude. Like, we've been on the EMS side of stuff where it's like we've seen those things and the repercussions and you're on the outside looking in, but when you're on those calls and you see those things, you see like the ripple effect immediately of like someone losing their life or something like that. It's tragic, dude. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I just don't know what to do with that. I'm like, where do we go? I want my kids to know me. I want them to know who I am really. And I want them to know the people that they're around, really. I want my friends and the people in my life to really know who I am. And it's like, dude, at that point, like me and you, the way we talk all the time. Yep. And it's like, bitch, there ain't nothing that you don't know about me that I don't know about you. You know what I mean? And so you can make a real informed decision and go like, yeah, I'm riding with this guy. Like we just need to have, I really think we just need more of that.
Schmutz all over myself.
That's all right. You schmutzing, dude.
Schmutzing.
We just need to have more of that, dude. Like, I had Gary, I had a couple guys on there, and we're talking about some of our, we were sharing our text threads, and I'm like, he's like, man, like I got a couple guys that I just really can get after it with, and they, it's pretty wild, and I'm like, yeah, you haven't seen my text thread though. You think your shit's wild? You don't even,
dude. Fire department text thread, Jesus!
Oh my God, the fire department text thread, dude. What's funny is like when the whole AI thing came out.
Yes.
When the whole AI thing was like a thing, and it was like, oh, you can put your face on, whatever. I immediately, my brain is like, oh my God, the firemen are gonna fucking have a face.
Do you know how many times I've made out with other dudes because there was a picture of me? Like, I'm sitting there, and if people don't know that firefighters are the gayest straight people you've ever met in your entire life. Like,
yeah, shout out to the gays. That's awesome.
Shout out to the gays.
We love them.
I mean, yeah. So, I get sent videos of me making out with other dudes, and it's just like, oh my God, the fact that this actually looks realistic. And I'm like,
it's so real,
dude. Like,
Brooke sent me one the other day, and it was like me like jumping over the fence of the White House or something. I was like, oh my God.
When we went golfing, you and Coy took a picture of you, and then all of a sudden you guys just aggressively started making out. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Adam could make me start making out with the guy I was playing golf with immediately on AI. That's where we're going.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Take a picture and boom, all of a sudden they're making out. It's hot.
It's what Elon would want for all of humanity.
Yeah.
I think with Grok and with AI, and I don't know if ChatGPT had that in mind, but I know that with AI, it's being put to good use, and that's why.
Absolutely.
We're taking pictures of ourselves making out with our friends.
Yeah. It's totally AI. It's not dudes making out with each other for sure.
Hey man, listen, and sometimes in the fire department, it don't got to be AI. We did a lot of chicken. We did a lot of,
hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you find out a lot about yourself being a fireman.
Yeah.
And your sexuality is definitely one of those things.
Definitely tested with stuff. Yeah. That's countless times where I had a coworker long time. He's retired from the fire department. He's a flight medic now. And the amount of times I saw his wiener more than my own wiener for like 6 months straight. Like, I go take 3 pisses a day, and he was literally, I saw his more than mine on a daily basis when I was at work. Like,
you just You just gotta admire it.
Yeah, and it's
Like, all right.
it's like a pit bull head on a freaking chihuahua body, you know? That's how we described it.
It's a great penis, man.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Why, like, yeah. I mean, so the cool thing is I've had gay guys on my crew, and that's the one. That's the worst. Because you're like, I have to watch him, like, legitimately, like, turn gay guys or straight guys into, like, something else. He's like that's like, that was like his thing. He, like, wanted to, like, turn, you know, he wanted to turn guys. And so, but, like, he was so fucking funny, man. And he was such a cool dude. And he literally would, like, he would press you on purpose. And you're like, dude, you find out what I'm about, you know? And so that actually helped me in the real world when I've come across those experiences. I'm like, hey man, listen, I rock with what you're doing. I'm totally cool with it, but you know, I'll support you in your ass getting endeavor, but I'm not going to be the ass getting. So
you say that now. $20 is $20. You know what I'm saying? No. So shout out. Have him saved in my phone as Gay Fred.
Gay Fred. Literally Gay Fred.
Well, yeah, I've got a couple Freds in there, saved in there. It's crazy that I know a couple Freds, because who the fuck gets named Fred anymore?
Are you like, I'm an analogy guy when I save people on my phone too. I have to, like, put your name by what I know you about.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Gay Fred?
Gay Fred. So that way I know who I'm talking to or whatever. It's not some white-ass white dude named Fred, you know. It's Gay Fred, right?
If you got like 4 Freds in your phone, you're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Which Fred is this?
I don't know 4 Freds.
Fucking 4 Freds.
I've never known 4 Freds in my life.
Ever. No. So.
Yeah, you got Gay Fred, you got Bougie Fred, you got Fred with the toes.
You got Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got one dude. Shout out to Anif. Yeah, his name's Anif, so obviously I don't have any other Anif saved in my phone. But
Anif, like, can you even spell that correctly?
No,
Do you have enough hyphens to make that happen?
A-N-I-E-F, or I'm not sure. Sorry, Anif, if I'm destroying your name right now with the spelling. But yeah, I have him saved as Anif Pizza Bone.
Okay.
Pizza bone, right? So what would you consider a pizza bone? Like, we're seasoned, we're light-skinned, right?
Yeah.
What would you think a pizza bone is?
Crust.
It's the crust,
yeah.
Right? So I got called one night from another firefighter, and they're like, hey, what do you call, like, the back end of the pizza? And I'm like, what do you mean the back end? They're like, you got the area with the cheese and everything else. What's the other part? I'm like, the crust. And then they're like, see, we told you it's the crust. And he's like, it's a pizza bone. And I'm like, dude, I never heard a pizza bone in my entire life. And I've been in it, and I've been there.
That's funny.
Plenty of cookouts, you know. But pizza bone? Like, come on.
That's funny. I've never heard that terminology used. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Man.
So
pizza
now
bone.
you're going to think of pizza bone next time you're looking at the crust.
So. I will. Dude, I miss the fire department so much.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
I miss it so much, man. There's so many things that I miss about it, and that is the biggest one. Like, it's always like, and it's the thing too where, like, they like, all my guys, they're like, dude, you can come shoot the shit anytime. Like, literally after I had my boy David on there, he was with me on the tower at Kissimmee. He's like, they were hitting me. I'm like, man, bitch, you can come back anytime and hang. And I'm like, it's not that easy, man. Mm-hmm. It's not that easy. It's like, once you're out, you're out.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. And, we get some people that come through after they retire or whatever, have a cup of
and
coffee.
all y'all go in there and go, oh, yeah, what's up, bitch? Whatever. And then you're like, who cares?
It's crazy. You think you spent a large portion of your life in the fire service. Most places you got to do at least 25 years to retire and stuff. And you're there. It's 1/3 of your life without overtime, right? 24 or 48s, and you're there. It's your life. Everything revolves around it. Your continuing education with it. Like, you're spending a good majority of your life, right? And you go and retire, and it's like, oh, great. You get a plaque. Everyone, our department, they go and give, like, the final tones for someone type thing, and go and talk about accolades from their career and all that shit, But then they retire, and then you're gone, and they fill your spot, and
it's so sudden and immediate. It's like an immediate death.
Yeah, it's just,
dude,
like,
I don't know how another way to, like.
No, and it's just
wild.
Like, we got people. Obviously, we go and continue the stories and stuff, but you got these young heads there now. They're 19 years old, fresh out of high school, 19 years old saving your ass in a freaking emergency. Just put that out there. You know, these kids don't even know how to drive yet. Don't even know how to cook freaking macaroni and cheese.
Talk your shit, veteran. Talk your shit.
I'm fucking one of the older guys now, and I'm just like, shit, man. It doesn't feel like it, you know, but
yeah.
I go there, I walk into the station, I'm the lieutenant there, and I'm just like, the next oldest person's 24, and I'm like, there's 5 of us here right now, and I've more than 10 years on every single person here, and I'm like, shit.
That's weird. It's weird.
Dude.
It's weird, man, because literally, like, yesterday, me and your bitch ass were in the very, very back of fire school, like, where them motherfucking skinny kids were.
Yeah, fucking.
They're running, and we're like, God, come on, Adam, we can make it.
Pushing each other. Our 2 fucking tractor asses.
So fat.
So fat. Oh my God,
bro! What was the morning runs? What were they? 2 miles or 3 miles or something? It was like it wasn't
far.
It wasn't far at all.
We'll do these gear workouts all fucking day, but you get our big asses to run. I'm America through and through, brother. These colors don't run.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
neither do I, man. I don't run now. I don't run then. But same thing. You want to put the gear and put the tank on my back. I'll search all day. I'll work until I die. But man, I gotta run in a straight line, dude. Why the fuck do we do that?
Yeah, and the people who get up and run on Thanksgiving
to
do the freaking turkey marathons or whatever.
Oh my God.
That's the level of white I'm not at. Like,
dog, I'm not even with that. And they try to justify, like, oh, I'm earning my meal later. Like, bitch, you're eating that meal no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. I earned that meal by fucking waking up today. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I've got.
I'm just happy to have the goddamn day off.
Yeah. If you're not wearing stretchy pants that day, you're not doing it right. You know?
You gotta listen, dude. That's why Thanksgiving is easily my favorite holiday.
It is absolutely my favorite
kids always
holiday.
ask me, they go, what is your favorite holiday? And I'm like, Thanksgiving. You're good for like 2 naps.
Oh.
Good for a couple meals. You got dessert, and then maybe another one, polish it off with a third. And then the best part of all is, like, I got leftover. I got the fixins. I got leftovers for, I don't know. I mean that turkey. I'm going on probably 2.5, 3 weeks on that thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting wild on it. Like, if I start seeing, because I actually had a conversation about this the other day. They're like, when do you know? Like, when's the time? Like, okay, it's done. You know what I'm saying?
When it's gone.
Because I'm like a hot open faced turkey sandwich guy. Like, I'm spreading that. I'm just putting the little toast, a little brioche.
Brioche.
Yeah, I'm toasting that thing out.
I'm
right putting trying to make me come, dude.
What's up, baby girl?
Trying to make me hard under this table? No. So I'm talking
right now.
I'm talking brioche bun, turkey, the fix, and a little gravy, a little brown gravy on that thing, all spread out, and then I'm doing that for probably about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I will. And then when my answer to that was, when you start to see the white shit formulate on the turkey, you get the mold, a little bit of mold. I'm like, it's kind of turning. There's a little bit left.
Yeah.
All the dark meat's gone.
Yeah. But dark meat is the first thing that goes.
If you look at that breastises and it's got some white on it, it's time to go.
It's what's left is the breast meat.
You're finishing that whole barrel then. You're eating the whole thing.
Everybody's.
You're Amish ass. I know you're eating all the way. You're eating the mold. You're eating all that. You don't care.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's usually gone by then. I'll go. I love me making some like the turkey salad. I'll go and shred up the turkey, go and put some mayonnaise on it.
Kid.
Fucking put the mayonnaise on it. No, not an actual salad with lettuce. Like, you go and shred the turkey up, you go and put your mustard, you put your mayonnaise, you go and put cut up a pickle or something in there. It's kind of like a tuna fish sandwich, right?
Okay.
But with turkey. You go and do all that.
So the salad is the turkey.
The turkey is the
lettuce,
whole salad.
The lettuce is the turkey.
Right. Yeah. There's no vegetables besides if you want to put like a pickle in there.
Instead of vegetables, you put mashed potatoes.
Meat. Yeah. Meat and potatoes on there.
Okay.
And then you go and cover all that in gravy and just rub it on your titties,
I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with that.
It's provocative. Gets the people going.
I love food, dude. That's a problem. That's a problem. It is a problem. I love food so much.
Yeah, it's happiness.
Love to eat food. And it's like, for me, man, I don't even really like junk food.
No.
Like, I'm not happy when I eat junk food, but I will, like, portions and all that. I'm like, I love food. Dude, you cook a good meal. I'm talking Italian. So, like, we love this place called The Garlic. It's in New Smyrna.
Okay.
This restaurant, dog, if you have not been there,
I haven't.
oh my God. Let me tell you, like, we're about to get jiggy on this thing. Hold on. So every Saturday they do, it's first off, it's a really cool restaurant.
Cool.
Like cool, you know, it's not really for the kids, but it's like really cool, like atmosphere, like all that stuff, date night with the wife type shit. Right. All right. So Saturday they do like 10 trays of lasagna, and Saturday it's an Italian, like the only day they do lasagna is Saturday, and it's like fucking 37 layers, and they use filet mignon for the meat, homemade sauce, dude. They're spreading that thing wide. They're getting all the filet, they're getting the filet on there, and they do 10 trays, and when it's gone, it's gone. Like that's it. Like, you know that shit.
It's early night special then. Huh?
Bruh, I'm talking, you get there and it's like, you're like, I'll have lasagna. And that motherfucker comes out and it's like a whole ass tray of lasagna on your plate. Mm-hmm. Like they're like, here you go, something like that. And I'm bro, I'm just like, I don't, it's an aphrodisiac of some kind. I'm like, I love that. I'm eating every bit of this. I'm full and I'm still eating. You know what I mean? It's like when you get a good meal, dude. So that taps into some psyche that I can't fucking figure out.
You gotta get a hotel after that, though. There's freaking, you're not driving home after eating that much lasagna. Carb overload. You're just like,
but it's like, I don't feel the same if I'm eating fucking McDonald's.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
And like, that's what everybody equates like unhealthiness with, is like, you go pop a Chick-fil-A sandwich or something. You can't stop eating Chick-fil-A. I'm like, bitch, I don't eat Chick-fil-A anyway. I don't like that food. It's not good. You know what I mean? But I'm still fat. It's okay.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, you know, we listen. We've always been big boys. You and me. We've always been big. More better for cuddling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Cuddle monsters. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just, you know, I think that when you find different parts of your life where you're like, maybe I'm a little bit satisfied, maybe I'm happy, maybe I'm this, I'm that. Then it gets a little like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put some clothes on that gym right there. I'm gonna hang my laundry on that bitch. I'll see you when I see you. But that's not good, because then you gotta, you know, because then you're in the hospital and bad shit's happening and whatever. But like I talked about this the other day, I have the problem with me is like, because we've been big guys, like I like internally I've never had issues, never had blood pressure issues, I somehow miraculously got out of the fire department with no high blood pressure, no high blood sugar, like no, like, you know what I'm saying? All the fucking mental issues, but not the
mental health. Who cares about that?
Yeah, not the physical shit, right? So good job, right? Congratulations. But I'm like, I have, that is kind of like a hindrance to me, because it's like, you get those wake up calls where you're like, dude, it could go one way or the other. You got to get your shit in gear. But for me, I've like always been pretty internally healthy. So it's hard when you're like, I'm like, my resting fucking heart rate's 60. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I know. I'm just confessing right now. But,
yeah, it's okay.
But anyway. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So with the fire department, you know, like I was saying earlier, they're the gayest straight dudes you ever met, right? And just the amount of grab ass that goes on, it's wild. I miss it so much, man. I really do. It's the greatest job in the world, in my humble opinion, and it's not that my opinion matters for anything, but it's one of the great pleasures of my life that I got to be a part of that for a small, well, not a small part of it, but a big part of it, you know? Yeah. I always thought that I was going to be, man, we were fucking talking about 25, 30 years, both of us, man. We were just, you know, like, I always thought that was going to be me. I thought that I was going to come out on the other side of that thing and be old and gray and fatter. You are old and gray. Yeah, I am. Going to put that out there. I am. Yeah, I'm old and bald. Hair, that hair is gone. At least you finally shaved it off. Like, you were struggling with that for a while. Let's go and try to save this fucking 7 hairs on your head, fucking Homer Simpson looking ass. Bro, you know what's funny, man? I'm so sensitive about my hair. Like, I don't care about anything else. Great beard, like, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm so sensitive. Yeah. I'm so sensitive about my hair, man. Listen, all 7 of them. If I grew to 5, if I was on my 600 pound, like, if I was like, you know, that guy on TikTok that cooks the breakfast and he's like, if that was, you know what I'm talking about, like, that's already kind of me. But if I got to that level,
I would be totally fine if you were just like, ew, you know. But dude, being bald, it bothers me.
Yeah, is that why you wear a hat all the time?
No, I wear a hat all the time because I get sunburn and it hurts my head.
Well, your head's probably hurting right now because it's screaming in your hat. You got 2 snaps on there. That bitch is fucking huge. Big ass head ass. God, he's got such a big fucking head.
It's because I got a big brain, dude.
Yeah, all the brain in there. Yeah. No knowledge in it. Just a big ass brain.
What are you hating on my hat, dude?
Hey, I've always hated on your hat.
Hating ass boy.
Head ass boy.
I can't talk about yours because you just flipped your shit. That's probably why you did it.
Hold
that was a whole plan.
Hold on.
Oh, you got a skinny head now. Yeah,
Hey,
you got a bunch of buttons on that
you
thing.
see that 4-button snap there? It ain't no fucking screaming 2 snap like you got.
Well, when you lose weight, your head shrinks, right? Is that a thing?
I've always been 4.
Nuh-uh. You never been
Even
a 4,
when I've been a 4 the entire time.
For real?
Yeah.
I've never noticed.
Yeah, because you don't care about me. You hate me.
I just figured you always had a big ass head like I did.
No, you got a big ass head. It ain't that big.
You do. You are a 4-button guy.
I'm a 4-button guy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you got that beautiful hair coming out of the
Hold on.
out of the front of it, like. Oh God! Look at that mane, dude. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm jealous.
Yeah. Well, I'm growing it out right now for St. Baldrick's. I'm
gonna
go and do in March every year we do a shave, and we go. It's St. Baldrick's. If people don't know, it's for childhood cancer, and it's a foundation to go and basically collect money for them.
Yep.
For them and stuff. And so this year I was going to go and be one of the shavies and shave my head. So I just figured, F it. I'm not going to go and cut the back or the top, and I'll go and let it grow out until then. So the mane is flowing in the back.
Yeah, it's looking
Party
real
in
good.
the back for sure.
It's looking real good.
So
you're going to shave it bald like me?
Yeah, I'll be looking like you except more handsome. Good looking head ass.
And then you get the distinct pleasure of growing it back out.
Yeah.
God, that's so cool, man.
Yeah. The widow's peak is getting farther and farther back and stuff. It's not bald like yours, but it's it is what it is.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, St. Baldrick's is cool, man. And I mean, real talk, I don't give a shit that I'm bald, but I do wear hats a lot because when you sunburn on your head, especially when I was on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. If I came home with a sunburned head, that shit was so painful. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, I know like a lot of dudes that got skin cancer that way.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
no joke.
Yeah, on the head. And dude, the thought of like having to get shit cut off the top of my head, I'm like, oh, that scares me.
Yeah, I had some precancerous shit cut out of my fucking forehead, right?
Oof.
You can kind of see the scar right here.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, 17 stitches across the forehead. Like, damn, I go and get checks all the time and shit,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, and they didn't get it all out the first go.
You had to go back and do it again?
Well, it's called Mohs surgery, where they'll go and cut it out, and then they go and look at it in the lab right there on site. Mm-hmm. And you're just sitting there with basically a Band-Aid over your forehead in like a little waiting room type thing. Mm. And then they're like, yeah, it's not all clean skin around there. We got to go. So then they go and hack on your forehead some more.
You come in and they're like, gay.
Yeah. Yeah. So they fucking go hack on me some more. And they're like, all right, we got clean tissue. We just need to go and hack on you one more time. Yeah. To go and make sure it's all like more of a clean cut on there so that we can stitch it up better. Uh-huh. So with mine, fortunately, the way they cut it, it's going across, so it almost looks like a wrinkle on my forehead. Damn. Versus it fucking whatever. But yeah.
Damn, dude. Mm-hmm. Don't get cancer on me.
No. That's why I go and get checks all the time. If you fucking
die, Adam, I'm gonna be really sad. Yeah. Don't do that, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta die before you.
Yeah. If I die, there'd only be happiness. The suffering's gone. Just kidding. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to die,
dude. No.
But
no, you gotta stay alive.
Yeah.
The world needs you.
Yeah.
The world needs you. I know how many people you talk to, and the same thing. I've never come across a person that's said anything bad about you.
No.
That's why I'm lucky to have you as a real close friend.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because there's not like, it's like the light that you bring to people. And again, it's like it's hard to. I mean, it's great to know you and know that you have shit going on, but also like the light that you still bring to people, I think is really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Life's too short to go and be miserable all the time. Obviously I get in get in my head, I get down and everything else with the shit that's been going on. But I mean, it's to be expected, you know, grieving process and all that shit, you know. But end of the day, you got to fucking try to get through it and be happy and be there for other people. So.
Let me ask you a serious question. Do you think that like the shit that's been going on, you know, with the passing of your dad and obviously losing that support system and stuff, do you think it's changed the way that you do the job or approach it?
I don't think so. You know, like literally, so I was out, I took care of my dad for the last month that he was alive. Like I took entire month of July off, and I was with them, helping him get out of bed, helping him go to the bathroom, doing everything because he couldn't walk by himself anymore, doing all that. So I was going through and just taking care of him and helping him out and stuff. And, you know, I come back after being out for a month, and then, you know, the bereavement leave after he passed away and stuff. So I came back like mid-August, and very first call of the day, cancer, failure to thrive. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you know?
no shit.
And I'm just like, okay, so this is how it's going to start, you know, right off the get-go. But so I think there's more sympathy towards people with cancer. Not that I wasn't sympathetic towards people with cancer before that. Don't think I wasn't. But there's definitely the way I look at it and the way I go into it now. It's definitely, I've always done what I can do for people. But it's just take it up to the next notch.
Yeah.
With stuff. So.
Well, I've always known you on the fire department side as being like a pretty compassionate dude. I know that you're like, some would call it like bedside manner or whatever. I've seen you communicate with patients or with people, and I've seen it be generally like really positive. I think it's a good, I think the way you talk to people is good. That's why I was always like really curious. Cause one of the big things that I think is people struggle to like separate the like, the exterior stuff from like, okay, now it's time to do a job, and you got to have that empathy and compassion. I think one of the big things for me is like, I was struggling on the outside and then now struggling on the inside. And it kind of like, I think it changed the way that I like treated people.
Sure.
And I saw that empathy kind of go away from like my leadership and the people that I like looked at. And it was kind of like down the road, like, okay, now they're like, hey, yeah, we just really don't give a fuck about you. And, and I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to be there. Like, I don't want to get there, you know, because internally I'm like generally a really happy-go-lucky person. I like haven't met a stranger that I don't like, and whatever. But when you go through something like that, I even now like thinking about it, and it's funny because we're like on different sides of the coin or different sides of the table, literally. But like, I don't know how you can't like go to work and not be fucking pissed off. You know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
But that's why I'm not there anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like I've figured out how to like process that, and it's almost like my brain is like, you know how when people always say like, what's the worst call you've ever had? What's that? And you're just like.
You want me to relive?
My trauma? But people,
cool.
but people do that. People do that because they don't get it, and it's funny because like it's like I've lived this whole thing and been through it, but now like I'm on the side with therapy and with things, and like I'm almost like I'm like fucking fully civilian now. I'm like, dude, how do you do that? I'm literally looking at you like, how do you fucking go to work every day and do that?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is. People go. Most of the time when people ask me what the worst call is, I have stories that I'll go and tell them and stuff, but it's not the stuff that I lost sleep about. Yeah. I don't tell them those stories because those stories haunt me still. Yeah. I'm not going to go in these great detail with just the normal public like, hey, yeah, I ran on a call where a 3-year-old was fucking beat by his mom's boyfriend to death. Like, I'm still on court and still going through all of that. You know, I'm not on a gag order, nothing like that with it, but like, I don't want to tell people about this, for sure, because that's something I don't know how many nights where it pops up, and it's of course it's around. Sorry, looking away. Of course it's around kid's birthday. So now it's reminding me every time it's by my kid's birthday when this incident happened. Right. Yeah. I'm not telling them about that because I don't want to relive that. Really. Right. Right. I'll tell them stories that are crazy but good outcomes and things like that, or whatever. Like. Yeah.
No, that's for sure. And that's, that's been part of this thing, that's generally been, I think the most difficult for me that I've kind of like had to navigate through is like I feel compelled and challenged. Like I think one of the things for me on the other side of it is like, you know, I set out to do this thing after a fireman close to me I knew took his own life. Sure. And so it was one of those things where I saw the reaction of my brothers, my people after the fact. And it was like, I don't like it. Mm-hmm. I don't like the way this is. I don't like the way that we're not like, I don't like how we're communicating with each other and the lack of proper communication and things. And I think that there's, you know, if there's a person, because I know like being inside the fire department, it's really hard to like pull the veil back on some of the things. You get what I'm saying? Like we've bullshitted about a lot, but it's hard to pull the veil back on some of the things. But like now being outside, it's like, I don't really give a fuck if they love or hate me. You know, I've had people call me and go, why are you fucking talking about that? And I've had people call me and go, dude, like, I really appreciate you talking about that. And I think that being on the outside of it, it's like easier for me now to like point towards like some of those things and go like, hey, this is not really like a very bright spot. Mm-hmm. And it would be really cool because like I want things to be better for my guys because they're still my guys. Yeah, you're absolutely. My guy. Like I want things to be better for y'all. I don't want it to get worse. You know what I'm saying? And if we're not advocating for each other in that way, like I still advocate fully for guys in the fire department. I've never fucking told a single guy to leave because I've left. Have I ever told you to leave? No, that's what I'm saying. And then it's like, my attitude towards it is like, dude, you get to do the best job in the world. And if I could still be doing it, I would be still doing it. That's just facts. And so, you know, I want to be an advocate in that way. But part of that is like, we got to kind of work through some of this shit. We got to sit down as a family and kind of talk through some of our stuff, sure. Right? And figure it out. Whether it be, you know, you're talking about dealing with some of the emotional, the mental stuff, some of the pay stuff, some of the grievances, all those things. Like I can fucking say that Brevard County fucking doesn't pay their guys enough because I'm working for Brevard County. Like pay your guys more. Like you should. They deserve that. You know what I mean? I can say that, but you kind of got to be, you know, a little different. And so that's fine. I'm good with that. But it brings about this kind of like scrutiny as well, you know, where it's like, I think sometimes people don't want to like face that part of it, you know, where it's like kind of the ugly part of it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, fire department, greatest career in the world. You know, I work 10 days a month, right? I work at F ton of overtime, but normal 24-48 schedule, you know, it's 10 days a month. Now you put it in a nutshell, you know, an average person working 40 hours a week, it's around 2,000 hours a year, right? Roughly. Fire department, we work 2,912 hours a year. So we're already working 900 more hours, right? So my work week is a 56-hour work week. Sorry. 56-hour work week compared to a 40-hour work week. So we're away from the family so much more. And 800 hours of overtime last year, even being out for a freaking month with my dad.
Damn, son.
Like, yeah. So you go and put that in a nutshell. It's just like, that's a lot of time away from family and everything else, you know? So, it's, you have to do some serious thinking and do whatever. So there's been so many days where you come off work and you just get throttled after midnight, you know? I've very recently, after one of the first shifts back, I didn't make my bed until 4:15 in the morning. Like, and people are like, "Oh, you get to sleep when you're at work." I'd like to, but it's
that would be nice.
It would be so nice, you know. And it's just like, shit, man. Like, I didn't make my bed until 4:15 in the morning. By the time I was actually able to fall asleep, we got another call. You know, it's just like, so there's no sleep, and then you go and try to be a human when you get home, and it's just like,
yeah,
you know, you're a zombie sometimes, you know. So it was, when I first have kids and stuff, there's so many couch naps where the kids are just doing their thing and you just sleeping light, and then you hear screaming, you're like, oh, what's going on, you know, and try to fix it and everything else, you know. But I've gotten better with coming home and just trying to keep myself busy and doing things. And if I take a nap, it's very rare I take a nap at home now after coming off shift. But I'll go to bed at like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But, but yeah, so.
Yeah, man. I think that as a older person, I think that, if I were to speak on, like if I were to talk to like 21-year-old Zach or whatever, and I would say, hey man, like these are the things that you can start doing right now to kind of like help yourself down the line. First off, once I had kids, I feel like it was over for me, because I was like,
yeah, going downhill for sure.
Yeah, it was it was over for me, because for me it's like, dude, I'm when I'm home and all I want to do is just be with my kids. That's all I want to do. It's all I want to do now. I just want to be with my kids. I want to hang out with them, and then I get annoyed with them, and then I would still want to be with them, and I just love them. I would love being a dad. It's awesome. Yeah. You love being a dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you get to the point where you're kind of like, your identity. Well, at least for me in my situation, it's like my identity was being a fireman. That's what I did, I remember going to, when I was like volunteering, I fucking ran into you at some party or something, and I was like just getting done for volunteering like a douchebag, like in uniform or whatever. And I'm like, I was down there where you were and like ran into it. And those were like some of the first conversations that we had about some of that stuff. And I remember like you coming along and getting into it and all this stuff. And it was so fucking awesome to have someone as close as you going through that thing together, and like Coy and some of these other guys that were just dudes that I love more. I still love y'all, that just made it so much cooler for me. And then, you start to like, life starts to happen, and like at that time I was like, man, that's my identity, that's what I do. And then you get married, and then you have kids, and you have stuff. And that's like, I've always admired some of these guys. Like I had a lieutenant at Kissimmee, his name was Jeff Boer. Shout out Jeff Boer. Boer's the fucking man. They call it like he's the Messiah. He's the man. Super knowledgeable LT, 100% pro fireman, like for his guys, 100% would go to bat for you over anything. I mean, you got a guy, I'm sure like you could probably pick off a couple, you know what I mean? But Jeff Burr was the coolest. And I think that the thing that I admire about him the most is he was a family man on top of all of it. Like he had kids he was raising, putting through high school, getting ready to go to college. He had a wife, he had, you know what I mean? And he was able to, what I feel like from just knowing him, he was able to like keep it all together.
Sure.
Like I couldn't fucking do that. I couldn't do that. I literally couldn't do that. That's why I'm not, you know what I mean? And that's like, there's so many more aspects of it. Like when I think about young Zach being a fireman and going through it, you got to be tough. You got to be physical. You got to be able to like not suck air. You got to be able to, be strong and don't be a bitch, and get to the bottom of your bottle and ask for seconds. You got to be a good housemate. You got to, when you're a pro, you got to clean. You got to do that. There's so many things that you think about. You're like, oh, I got to do all these things, and that'll make me a good fireman. But it's like nobody really addresses the like, hey man, like, make sure your family life's in order. Make sure you're fucking taking care of your people still. Make sure, like, those are the priority, because at the end of the day, you talked about your list, right? Like, those are the people that are going to prop you up when you really need them, right?
Absolutely. And
if you're not watering that grass there, then it's like you're kind of setting yourself up for just kind of mediocrity anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, again, fire department's 1/3 of your life, but the other 2/3, family and everything else, like, and again, it's awesome when the family comes to the station. You get to go and your family's hanging out with your work family and everything else. You have lieutenants. I've been fortunate. I've only had 2 lieutenants in my entire career with Brevard. I'm coming on 13 years now. My first lieutenant, Josh Madsen, great dude, very knowledgeable, military guy. I learned so much from him, and I was with him for 2.5 years in Vieira, Station 47 around the corner from here. Was there for 2.5 years with him, and then I left 47 and went to 82. So 82, if people don't know, West Melbourne, truck house, was trucky. We're doing work and stuff. Had Pat Buckley. I'm sure a ton of people know who Pat Buckley is. Awesome dude. Like, I mean, he's my dad now. I've always called him dad. As being a lieutenant, people call your officer dad. It is what it is. Even if you're older than them, call him dad. He's given me some life advice, and he's gone through much more than I've gone through in his life and stuff. And he's given me so many pointers, so many tips, just how to be a decent human being, you know, but you hear certain names in the fire department, and it's anywhere you go. You know, you hear certain people's names, you're like, okay, I know shit's getting done, you know.
For sure.
You know, I don't have to babysit him or his crew because I know it's going to be good. I know they're going to take care of what they need to take care of. Stuff's going to be done, and it's good. And then you hear other names, and you're like, fuck, you know, let's go, and I'm going to have to go and send possibly other units over there. I'm going to have to watch what they're doing. And so that's what I strive to be. That's the kind of lieutenant I want to be. I want to be that person that I know people can look upon me and as knowledge, and I know I'm going to get stuff done. And, you know, so, you know, you got those figureheads where you want to go and strive to be like them. And then, you know, good role models and stuff, you know, so.
It's crucial. It's crucial. And you got to find those guys quickly, you know, because as a young recruit or fireman or probie, as they would call it, or whatever, you know, you don't really, it doesn't feel very friendly.
No.
You're like, you don't have any friends, but it's built that way. It's supposed to feel that way.
Correct.
Because these guys don't know you for shit, and they're learning about you. They're learning if they can trust you, if they can put their, you know, their trust into you and all that. That's a big deal, dude. Especially in the service that we're in, where it's like, could be fucking life and death. You know what I mean? Like it could come down to that one day, you know? So it's not just like the water cooler fucking office where you walk in and go, hey Dan, how was the barbecue with the kids this weekend, and da 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 da. Like, not like small talk, and it's like, okay, see ya next week or whatever. No, you got to live with these people. That's like somebody coming into your house and staying in your house and go, it's okay, I'm a good guy, don't worry, like, don't worry about it, I'm a good guy, I'm not gonna rob you and take all your shit and then leave. Like, nobody would ever do that, you know what I'm saying? And so those are things that are crucial, and you gotta find mentors, man. You gotta find mentors, dude. If I could do it all over again, I would have been way more adamant in the early stages of my career, trying to find mentors and guys that were, you know, because the thing about lieutenants for me is, like, some of the best officers I had, like, on paper, they're not like the fucking, like, gleaming example SOP, like, shirt tucked, like, you know what I mean? They're not like the gleaming example of what the department would say, this is a model fucking citizen or whatever. They're some of the best officers I ever had.
Absolutely.
They knew fireground. They had knowledge. They knew how to take care of people. They knew how to treat people. They were direct. They were, you know, they had all of the good qualities that you look for in fucking a person anywhere. You know what I mean? But it just made it easy to lean into that. You get what I mean?
Yeah. And again, it's great. This person follows all the rules and everything else, but they're a shitty fucking person. You know, it's just like, oh man, they're like, as a paramedic.
What do you mean, Adam? You can still follow all the rules and still be a shitty person?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you got those cookbook medics, they call it, right? You have a fucking, it's black and white. There's no gray area and all that shit, right? So shitty fucking paramedic, you know, they're not identifying these things, and you're not going, well, this needs to be done here. It's a protocol. It's your freaking, you know, your standing orders and all that shit. Textbook. Like, no, everyone's different.
That's right.
They're going to need something different. You go outside of the box for certain things and stuff, and you find a good outcome for it. And ultimately, it's paramedicine. We're practicing it. You go and do all this. It's like, okay, was this going to be detrimental to the patient's life? Is this going to be good here? You know, everyone is different, you know, and you got to go and you got to think about it. And a lot of people can't critical think. There's no, you got these book smart people. They can spit out a random fact from the paramedic book and stuff, but they don't have any common sense.
Dude, that's literally, that's why it bugs me so much when people have the want or notion to armchair quarterback shit like that all the time. It's not just in the fire service, but in fucking life in general. And I think that's, like, with social media and all that stuff, it's made it a lot easier for people to have an opinion. And it's like, not everybody's opinion matters. Like, let's just be honest. And we're like we talked about the ICE thing earlier. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm a person a couple thousand miles away from that. Like, I may have an opinion on it, but it's like, I'm not going to insert myself in that thing. You know what I mean? Because that would be a douchebag thing for me to do. And I think that's my opinion.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, don't listen. I'm just saying, you know, like, people, I see this a lot with cops too. It's just like, it's the cop
fucking
thing.
cops.
God, fucking police.
Fuck police.
12. No, I'm just kidding. But like, you see it a lot with cops, man. It's like all these people, and they're highly scrutinized over all the scenarios and situations that they have to go through throughout the day. And I always have a level of empathy for them, because it's like, dude, these split-second decisions that you have to make, man, it's like, they're not trained enough to make these decisions. It's like, even in paramedicine, like, you have to, like, for me, it's like you have to make a split-second decision sometimes, but, you know, there's backups, there's things you can do, like, hey, I dropped this medicine, it didn't work, I can do something else. You know, like, you have kind of, like, a lot of times you have of a backup. Absolutely. Right? But with cops, man, sometimes, dude, you make a fucking decision, like, you could be in handcuffs, like, you know, 6 hours later, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, you don't like it? Well, you fucking do it then. You do it. You know what I mean? If you think that, and people want to armchair quarterback, and people want to talk like, oh, they should have did this and that and this and that, then you do it. And see how you react when a fucking car's driving right at you, or whatever. Like, let's just see. Let's just see. But until then, if you don't do it, then shut up. Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah, no, and
you know what I mean?
I mean, I understand that completely. You know, and people love the fire service and hate the police and stuff. Like, I mean, we're cousins, right?
That's
we're
right.
First responders and everything else.
Kissing cousins.
Some
cousins. Of us, y'all gotta. Hey, listen, y'all gotta stop mingling, man.
Hey.
Stop leaving your wives for police officers and shit. Don't do that. Don't be mingling. We're family, dog.
Yeah.
Keep that shit separate.
Yeah.
You know, we got no filter, and that's
no filter.
It's a blessing and a curse, you know. But I've taken accountability for plenty of things I've said, just like you have too. You know what I mean?
You know, and these kids nowadays and stuff, there's no repercussion, because everything is behind a screen. Everything's on either their phone, their tablet, their gaming console. You know, they're in the chat, chat this, chat that, 6-7.
That's right.
All that dumb shit, whatever they're talking about. Clock it. But
yeah. Dude, hold on, the clock it thing. What is that? My wife's, what is that? What does that mean? How do you know about that? Tell me about the clock it thing real quick.
Hold on.
Clock it. She asked me, she goes, you know what that means? You need to know that for your high schoolers. I'm like, I have no idea what clock it means. You got to know
what clock it means. You know, so clock it, in my interpretation of the word and meaning and all that stuff, is like, clock it means it's on point, like, yes, it's good, you know.
Well, what's this part of it? Why are we doing that?
Why are they doing this with 6-7?
I don't know. Correct.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Gets the people going. For all my friends in Paris, can't say it. But yeah, you know, all the dumb
Friends
shit, the
Paris.
skibbity fucking Ohio, and fucking all the Riz and the fucking the words that these kids spout out nowadays. And I'm sure our parents and that generation and stuff thought
so we have
social
media to blame for all this bullshit then.
Right.
All these people fighting, all this stuff that's going on, all these dumb words.
You can tell these kids haven't been punched in the face really hard. Like, it's just like some of the shit that they're spewing out and everything else. You haven't been punched in the face really hard.
I'm like, I see high school kids talking about the fucking, like, geopolitical climate of, like, fucking Venezuela. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
Nerd.
No. I mean, I think it's great. It's great, but it's like, dude, you're in high school. Yeah.
Stop. They don't care. Yeah. They don't care about it in Venezuela. Like,
they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. It's like, stop it, man. Listen, it doesn't, like, it's like the virtue signaling thing. Like, hey, look at me. I know something about something, or it's like, hey, I'm checking in. I'm raising my hand and going, I'm on this side or that side. We're so fucking tribal. Like, stop. Just like, more people are like this than the other side. It's like you can have opinions.
Yeah.
You can have beliefs. You can have opinions on whatever you want. I've met
Hey.
people that have fucking crazy
Hey,
beliefs and opinions.
my dad would tell me, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got one.
Dude,
Some of them stink, you know?
why
No
do-
bidet.
why is like
The no
every
bidet
why does
buttholes just
every
stink.
why does every fire chief say that? That's like
I
a
don't
thing. I feel like every fire
Them
chief
old
I've ever
heads,
met.
you know?
That's like an old head thing.
old head thing. We're getting close to being unk status, you know?
Dude,
so.
I got told the other day that I'm a unk because I eat combos. They're like, oh, you're getting combos? That's an old head stack.
Mm-hmm.
But you're unk, so.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what fucking conversation do we just have?
No. Yeah. My oldest son, he's 14, right? He called me unk the other day, and I'm like, first off, watch your mouth.
I will kill you.
I will fucking... I was there when you were brought into the world. Like, I participated in some of this action, right?
I will shove you right back up your ass where your
fucking...
right back up your mom's ass.
I had to make a phone call to someone, Anif, again, talking to Anif, and I'm like, hey, Anif, my oldest son just called me unk, and he's like, what? And he started fucking laying into him. He's like, he's not unk, fucking going all off on him and everything, and I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, see? People know. Come at me.
These kids, bro.
They don't know.
I know. My little 6-year-old's like, bruh.
Bruh.
He'll come in and go, bruh, I will slap the shit
I
out
will
of you.
slap the fucking bra off you so quick.
Bruh. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's
But
cap. God.
It's like things things change, man, and it's cool. I'm not staying in the old way.
No.
I think just the thing that's lost is we're just the communication. It's like the more we communicate, the less we communicate.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's part of the issue. And look, we're not gonna solve fucking world problems on the Florida Man podcast.
No.
But you know what I mean? But also at the same time, like if we can offer a little bit of a window into like, hey man, we're all closer than we tend to like think. Like I literally had, what's fucking crazy, bro, is like I had a couple people hit me up on one of the guys that I did a pod with, and they go, just by looking at his picture, they go, I would have never listened to that guy because I like, I looked at his social media, I pulled him up and saw that he was like, oh, he was a Republican, he was this, he's that, whatever. And he's like, normally I would have never listened to that guy, but I actually listened, and I was like, dude, this guy's like pretty cool, he's pretty normal and like shit like that. And I'm like, thank you. That's exactly what I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to like.
No
listen,
script.
We're
just here to bullshit.
Let's sit at the table and let's disagree on some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fine, I disagree with you. You disagree. Fine, that's okay. And then you know what? We fucking hug it out at the end of the day, and we still go get lunch, and we still go out, and we're still buddies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what we need, man. Because that's real.
Right.
That's real. That's what real life is. And
sure.
it's not this like, oh, well, I gotta pick a side and I can't talk to you because your jersey's red instead of blue or what. Like, no, the fuck, like that's gang shit. We're not doing that. We're not gang bang bang.
Gang gang.
We don't have to do that, guys.
Yeah.
We can talk to each other. It's okay.
There's two things in fire service I don't talk about: politics and religion.
Yeah.
People have their own beliefs and own system and how they go and follow and do all that. Mm-hmm. Unless I'm trying to get under people's skin, and then I'll just throw stuff out there and then step back and watch the fucking world collapse. I love talking shit.
Did you see what talking shit's so fun, dude?
I love talking shit. Get people worked up and then step back and just watch them fucking crumble.
Do you see what Trump did the other day? And then you just fade off into the mix.
Yeah.
You're like, what? You can see the kindling in the room.
The fucking heart rate's getting up. The testosterone's building, and it's just like, ha.
That's fun, dude. I love that.
I won.
That's good. No, but you were saying, sorry, I cut you off.
About what? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I don't know. What time is it? How long have we been talking for?
I don't know.
Shit, bro. We've been going for like an hour 40.
Whatever.
If there's still 3 people left at the end of this thing. I don't know, bro. You want to go hit some golf balls?
I'm down.
You can grab some lunch or something?
Absolutely.
All right, man. What else we got for the people?
We're going to debunk the fucking bidet system, okay?
Dog.
If you get anything out of this whole conversation, peasantry. Peasantry if you don't go and use a bidet.
This man walked into my house and said, how the fuck do you live in Vieira and don't have a bidet? I'm like, I don't know, bro. My butthole's not like
clean.
That, I guess.
All
right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get some Chipotle. We're going to fire off some double something, and then get it real primed up, and then See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, bro, I love you so much.
Love
dude.
you, buddy.
I love you so much. We only scratched the surface.
Oh.
Can you just come back in and talk shit with me like once a month or something?
Yeah, I'll come back. I won't be as fucking real next time, you know.
Nah,
definitely
dude.
got deeper than I anticipated, but
No, that's great.
Yeah.
It's cool because like that's again, people need to understand like there's no script here, man.
no, there
like
is no script at all.
there's no script here to this thing, and that's probably why 12 people will watch. But no, like it's okay though. It's good. I there's no script, and this conversation we had today would be a conversation that I could have on the phone with you every single day, in person, in front of my wife, in front of my family, in front of my people, in front of my business. It doesn't matter.
No.
Like you're just yourself, and you know, dude, use a bidet and be authentic.
Hey, Joe Cohen's going to be mad when I get more views than him, though. Hey, speaking of him, this seat still has a dent from his big-ass dick. Like, there's just a cavity where my meat's not filling it up right now. It's just fucking...
Joe is such a big human, dude.
God, there was so much man meat in this room the other day when he was here. There was over 800 pounds of man with just the three of us in here.
He's such a good dude.
He's so good.
He's such a good guy.
Soft-spoken, kind human being.
I'm like,
who throws a motherfucking scooter? Okay, how big do you have to be able to pick up a scooter and throw it?
And we're not talking like a little like
No.
we're not. So this is the thing that people
like
don't understand. We're talking like a Vespa.
Yeah, we're talking about a fucking moped, not a fucking like a scooter, not a fucking what is it? A Razor scooter.
Yeah,
it's
no, son.
It's 10 pounds or whatever. He's throwing a fucking motorcycle almost.
And he just threw it.
Throws it, dude. Like,
Dude.
what kind of shit is that?
I don't know, man, but it's like that's the other cool thing about this, right? Like we get to talk to people that have done like some pretty fucking extraordinary things.
Yeah.
And then you learn more. That's why I love long form conversation.
Yeah.
That's why this thing is not, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because we can't talk in 15 minutes. Like it's gonna, hey, small talk. Yeah. But like, I want to have long form conversations, and I just want to know you. I want to listen to you because you're here because I find you interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to talk to people that I find interesting. And hopefully there's some people out there that find you interesting too. Or they fucking like you're going to get canceled. They fucking hate you.
Yeah, whatever.
At
least I didn't talk shit about Disney.
Dude, I'm still getting in trouble
Canceled.
for that. Bro, listen, Disney adults, if you
Canceled.
All right, listen, y'all. All right, fuck Disney. It's like, I don't.
He doesn't mean that, Disney.
No, I definitely mean that shit. I definitely
with
mean
all
that
of my
shit.
heart.
I do. I fucking fuck
completely
Disney.
fucked.
And that's fine. I'm not giving y'all another motherfucking dime of my money ever again, bro. I invested. I had the season passes. I did. Dude, let me tell you, bro. I'll show you some DMs later. I had I had people threatening my family. It was wild, dude. People are protective about Disney, man, and they get super mad. It's like, again, goes back to the core issue. People just love to fucking get mad about dumb things, and
again.
Or like it's face. But it's not. Well, I said that the wrong way. Let me correct myself. People don't want to get mad about dumb things. They just want to get mad about shit that they feel impartial to, and like that's a stupid thing to get really mad about. Like I was literally getting messages at like 2 a.m, and I'm like, some fucking guy felt compelled to go away from his family to like talk to some dumbass on some podcast in the middle of Florida about how much he should fucking die for not liking Disney. I'm like, that's an adult. That's a human person.
It's
that
the happiest place in the world. Why are you talking about this shit?
Don't fucking talk. Don't pierce the veil on Disney.
Hey,
that guy was a child molester, dude.
Yeah.
Let's be real about that shit.
Hey.
I don't like child
badass
molesters.
golf courses though.
No, we did go. Don't talk about Disney golf now. Man, that was a fun day.
That was a fun day. Best round of my life.
I had a lot of fun golfing on the Disney golf course. Shout out Disney Golf. That they got
Disney
that
Golf
part.
got it down.
They got that part, but fuck all the rest of that stuff. Listen, Disney adults. All right, I love y'all too. It's okay. I love y'all. Y'all can come. Hey, we'll have a Disney debate. Listen, this goes out to anybody that's willing. If I can give me the best like Disney influencer. I know all of y'all are TikToking about it. Go on. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Like, you know, like you bring the best Disney influencer y'all got in here and we'll debate on it. I'm totally okay with that. I think that would be lovely. But until then, it's fuck Disney. That's where it's at. Until you change my mind.
On God. It's on site.
Change my mind. Yeah, people hate me. I definitely am canceled for that for sure. Not the other myriad of things that I've said, but that's the one thing that people. That's the one thing that people really got upset about, and that's fine. I can live with that. I'm alright with being canceled.
Yeah,
wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, it's all good.
Probably not gonna be the last time.
No, for sure.
You can't do something like this without pissing off a few people.
Yeah.
I think I pissed somebody off after every single episode I've done.
Good.
I've had one person at least angry text me.
They're gonna get so many people. Fucking bidets! My family member died because of a bidet, and blah. You know,
dude. I've had people go, the religious people. Oh, the black. Like somebody's gonna be like, Joe's on there, and like, the black. Like, dude, like everybody's pissed about something. I'm like, God.
People will argue about anything.
Guess
and everything.
What? Don't fucking listen.
Yeah. There's
something for you. You know what I mean? It's just turn it to the next channel.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Doing this for yourself. Fuck them.
That's right. It makes me happy. It makes me happy to talk to people that I like and that I find interesting.
Yeah. That's all that matters. Whatever makes you happy, you got to go and do that to go and get your own mental stability. So,
100%. And like I said, on that, man, like I'm super proud of you, dude. I've seen you come a really, really long way. And I know you're really going through it right now. Like whether like whether you want to,
no, I am.
It's like you're going through it right now. And it's really, really hard to go through it. And luckily, the good thing is I know, like you're not going through it alone, man.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fucking people that are out there that are going through it alone. And so I would encourage every single person on the other side of the table to find an Adam Hochstetler, find a friend like that you can talk to and you can lean into, because you need that shit, man. It's so crucial. Like you were that for me, and I hope to be that for you. And I hope you have people in your life that lift you up and propel you the way that you deserve to be, because you're a special dude, man.
Appreciate you.
I mean that on God.
On God, no cap.
So I had to get serious.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no worries.
I had to match your seriousness.
Yeah, so serious today.
So fucking unserious.
Next podcast, this serious shit's going out the fucking window. As I started the conversation off with fucking bidets, but whatever.
It's all good, dog.
Yeah.
Let's go get some food, man.
Let's go and eat, you fat piece of shit.
I love you, bro. I love you so much.
Yep.
Adam Hochstetler, everybody. Bye.
Got a quartang left in my new Elex, but that's all right, 'cause I'm gon' ride. Got everything in my mama name, but I'm hood rich. Da 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 da.